Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from any part of the world you're watching this video. My name is Mike and I talk finance, business, and investment. By the way, Happy New Year if at all you're just watching this video the first time this year, because today is the 9th of January 2022. So, you're welcome. And here at Mike Talk Finance, we talk about finance, investment, business, and of course, we give ourselves some little taps on motivation so we can be able to step further to achieve that which is our goal and our desire for the year 2022. The last video I made last week, I was actually talking about setting goals. I was talking about setting goals. I mean, being goals help you to be defined. Goals help you to be focused. So you're streamlined. I mean, you are guarded. You're not distracted because you have what is it that you're looking at. And today we want to start going in details or going deeper to what we'll be doing for 2022, which of course investment and business and of course motivation, like I always do. But today we want to talk about an important concept in the investment world, or an important well, let's say asset in the investment world, or an investment opportunity in the investment world, and it's going to be the S&P 500. Now the question is, what is the S&P 500? Now, if this video so far has been of importance to you, I don't mean just this video, I mean the videos we have previously, I want you to subscribe, don't just watch. I want you to subscribe, like or dislike. It also helps the algorithm. Secondly, I want you to comment, I want you to also share. We have a goal, we have a target of getting 1,000 subscribers, sorry, 1,000 views this year. And of course, we want to increase our subscribers to over 100. So you and I are partners. You are not paying anything for this. Just support me, like support your brother to do this. Thank you very much. So let's dive deeper to what we have for today. What is the S&P 500? Let me pick my pen and adjust my screen. This is my face, and behind is just, this is my room. Okay, so pen. I want to pick my pen. So, what is the S&P 500? What is the S&P 500? Come on, my pen is not writing. Okay, what is the S&P 500? Okay, so the S&P 500, first, I want you to understand that it's called Standard and Poor 500. The Standard and Poor 500 Index. An index is just like combination of different things in a box. So you combine different things in a box. So I want to make it very, very simple. Now we're talking about shares. That's what we're talking about. Standard and Poor 500. It combines, to make it very, very simple for the introduction, it combines, of course it's over 500, but it's combined the top 500 companies in America, United States of America, in the top 500 companies by market capitalization. Now, some companies have more than one shares that is traded in the New York Stock Exchange, the American public share markets. So they have more than 500 companies, more than one company. So I guess this is more than 500. But to get the view of what I'm trying to say, we have the top 500 company by market capitalization. By market capitalization. Now, among these companies are the Amazon, the Facebook, so it's not Facebook anymore, it's called Meta, Meta or Metaverse, Microsoft, Yahoo, Google, those companies, and Tesla, those companies, Apple, them very, very well. Them, Salesforce, those companies. Just Google them. I mean, companies in the S&P 500, Standard and Poor 500. they are the companies that have the largest market capitalization. So it means these companies, some companies are evicted, some companies comes in. That's what it means. So if you reduce in your value, you go out. If you increase in your value, you come in, just to make that 500 index. So what does market capitalization means? I want to explain that here. I'll make another video to explain what market capitalization means. That's because I don't want to complicate any concept. Just want this to be as simple as possible. So you understand what an index is: combination of different stuff in a box. So we have different stuff here. So we have this as an index. So let's assume this is the S&P 500 Index, right? Get my cleaner, so I take this off. It's my cleaner. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. Right. Okay. So you understand what I mean now by the index, right? Now let's go into deeper stuff now. So the S&P 500 contains the top 500 companies in the United States, New York Stock Exchange public markets, and these are the companies that have the largest market capitalization. That is what the S&P 500 index is. Secondly, I said market capitalization, I won't define it. I'll define it in subsequent videos. So do well to subscribe so you can be able to be part of that. Now, what companies does it contain? I've mentioned some of the companies. I may not be able to call out all the companies. We have a lot of them in it. We have a lot of companies that is here. And I didn't mention Salesforce. I didn't mention Twitter. I didn't mention big companies. I didn't mention HP. I didn't mention a lot of companies. I didn't really mention here. Some REITs, listed investment trusts that have also great capitalization. I didn't mention them here. So you should do well to go make that research yourself. What companies are listed in the S&P 500? Now, what country is it located in? I've mentioned that. I said the United States of America, USA, the United States of America. And the performance of the S&P 500, I'm going to give you that shortly. But I want to say this. Now, instead of you investing in just a single company, let's say you invested in this company, or you have an option of investing in this company, or 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 any of the 500 companies, I mean individually, any of the 500 companies individually. Now, you know that companies have different level of performance because we have different leaders, we have different investment, we have different products. So their performance cannot be the same thing. So we have different performance. Some companies perform well, some companies perform poorly. So some companies perform well and perform poorly. So you don't know which company will perform well, and you don't know which company will perform poorly. Yes, you can know because you have good investors, you have people that do great stuff. I invest also and I've done very well making this decision. But however, not everybody has the capacity to make that kind of decision. Some people might not be able to understand the fundamentals of the business, the technicals of the business, the financial statement in terms of risks, systematic, unsystematic risks, and all of that may affect the business. Some people may not know, but if you know that and you're able to make that kind of decision, that's fine. But I want you to also know that there are some people that even make this analysis and yet they still make mistake in it. So the point I'm trying to bring is I'm not trying to promote to be um, an investor in an index fund or investor in individual companies. I do the both. But what I'm trying to bring out is I want you to know the difference and the advantage or the disadvantage. Now, instead of you buying, so for instance, you bought company A, which is what I'm circling here, and company A performed 30%. And if you had bought company Z performed 65%. Now, if you bought this in my alternative forgone, you bought this and you forgo this, and at the end of the year, the result came out that these guys performed 65% and these guys performed 30%. You're like, oh gosh, I wish I had actually invested in this company. And you might be very unfortunate to invest in these companies that performed -5%. So you even had a negative returns. Oh gosh, I would have not invested in this company. I would have either invested here or invested here. So now that's where the S&P 500 index comes in, because it's the combination of the whole companies. The way that calculation is done, I don't really know, but it's a combination. Let's just say the average combination of these whole companies in that index is what you are actually buying. So now with this, let's just look at the performance of the S&P 500 so far. Let's look at the performance of the S&P 500 so far. Let me take this out. Okay. So this is the performance of the S&P 500 so far. This is the performance. So we can see from our chart how this stuff has performed. You can see how this chart has actually gone slide down. There's a lot of events that really happened that makes the market to go down. Came in. This is the COVID-19 saga, and it pumped back up, and it's still pumping up, still pumping up, still pumping up. But what I want you to just see is that this market is an upward trending market. It's an upward trending market. We trade forex here, so I also do a lot about forex in this channel. But today we are just talking about the S&P 500. So you can see that this is a bullish market. It's an upward trending market. So a person that has invested in this market since 2018 will actually be in a serious profit here at the moment. But generally, the market has been doing very, very well, returning over 8 to 10% per annum for investors. So it means this is a wonderful place to be. So to conclude this video, I want you to make your decision yourself. I've been able to give you a basic, not necessarily, but a deep understanding, though, yeah, a deep understanding of what the S&P 500 is, the performance, where it's located. Now, in subsequent video, I'll be talking about the sectors in the S&P 500 and also how to invest in the S&P 500. But for now, I'll leave you to make your decision. Do well to watch the video again. I remain Mike. My full name is Oladunni Michael Daramola. My channel name is Mike Talk Finance. We talk about finance, business, and investment. Like, share, subscribe, and see you next week. Bye, guys, for now. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to comment, and I'll respond as quick as possible. But for now, see you next week. Cheers, guys.